What is going on, everybody? It is me, your boy Perucho. We're back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And today's Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, we are going to be doing Stage 3, Super Difficulty 3, which, you know, this guy right here, he is a pain in the butt because of the fact that he stuns his super attack in the first slot. Which, as you can see, I know it is probably not the best idea to put this guy in the first slot because, you know, he's going to be a main damage dealer. But like, look, when I came into this rotation, I was like, okay, I see the Super Saiyan 4 duos. I see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I see what's called this guy. Oh my god, man, dude, you have no. That actually becomes kind of clutch. Actually, the fact that we're receiving a bit of damage because of Super Saiyan Vegeta in the middle slot, because we're able to transform into Giant Ape. If you couldn't tell in the next rotation from Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. But yeah, I was planning to put the Super Saiyan 4 duos in the first slot. Oh my god, dude, it's quite the amount of freaking damage here. I was planning to put freaking the Super Saiyan 4 duos in the first slot for them to be able to tank what the super attack, and you know, I mean, sure, it kind of sucks that they were not going to be able to stack up to get any sort of you know, attack and defense, but I would rather have the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know, the main dude that's gonna be doing most of the damage for us here, just do all these super attacks that we're gonna do. But at the end, actually, it does help us out a bit at the end that we're able to launch all these super attacks for them to build up. But guys, the most important thing in my freaking video is, of course, you guys. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys doing freaking tastic. I don't know if I already said that already, even though it's only been like freaking a minute up since the recording of this video. But anyways, yeah, the fact that we're able to transform into freaking the Giant Ape because of the we were below 70% HP. I thought it was below 60 or something like that, but no, we're like 55% HP. So yeah, at least we're able to transform into Giant Ape, and I think I'll let the transformation you know, animation play it out, because why the hell not, right? And then that definitely saves our butt, and then we transform into Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which of course is gonna help us out freaking pretty nicely, man. Holy hell! And I think actually also since we went to Giant Ape transformation, dude, you know, we had like a free rotation, if you could think of it like that, since you know this guy was not gonna be launching any sort of freaking AOE attacks, super attacks at all. So yeah, I was like, dude, that is definitely a plus, because dude, the main reason why I got clapped the first time I was trying to complete this stage is because I thought I was, you know, I thought Super Saiyan 4 AGL Goku, since you know, they have the limited time buff, I was like, I'm pretty sure they should be able to, whatchamacallit, well, not tank it, but you know, it will probably kill us for sure. But I was hoping for it to, like, you know, not to do, maybe there's a slight chance he could nullify it, because you know, he has a immediate chance of dodging. I'm surprised that didn't stun us. But anyways, yeah, I was like, maybe, you know, he could nullify it and then, you know, get the counter. That would be pretty awesome. But no, from the times I put him in the first slot, yeah, no, he just would not nullify it. And I'm like, dude, you gotta be effing me, Super Saiyan 4. You have to be nullifying these attacks, bro. You can't. I mean, we didn't get any of it here, which kind of sucks, because you know that's always awesome to see freaking nullification of super attacks. But yeah, neither that Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the LR ones, the 4th anniversary, you know, they weren't able to get that. Which, I mean, hey, the main reason why I brought them here too is because of the fact that, you know, they do have you know, the limited times buffs, and they are going to be massive. They're going to be massive help to, you know, the team in general. Actually, I was gonna say let's rock this, but whatever. No, I'm already talking over this. Sorry about that, man. I thought the Giant Ape attacks were going to be going on a bit more longer, but we already know this. We've already seen this you know, animation play out so many freaking times, but it's always more and more majestic every time I see it, dude, because of the fact, you know, this is the first time we see Super Saiyan 4 in the anime at all, man. Even before Daima, man. Even before Daima. But yeah, like I was telling you guys before, here is basically a free rotation for us because of the fact that, you know, we don't have to deal with the AoE attacks. We don't have to deal with our super attacks because of the fact that, you know, we did get what's the word I'm looking for? We got the Giant Ape transformation, and we're able to get a free turn here. So which definitely helped us out in the end, man. I definitely needed this rotation, because I mean, although, you know, the AoE attacks were not going to do any damage at all to our rotation, but that super attack, if the AGL LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku did not dodge it, I think it would have been over, dude. It would have been over, and you know, we would have gotten clapped. But anyways, the main thing I wanted to highlight is, of course, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now that we got his transformation out, he's definitely helping out the rotation here. I wish it was for two, you know, if it was for 2 turns, it probably would be much better. But the fact that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he is, you know, giving out support for Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Giant Ape Power category allies defense with 70%, which is awesome, because I think Gogeta on top of that, since once he first appears, yeah, he's giving Super Class allies Ki +3, and defense +70% for 70 turns. For 70 turns, imagine defense +70% for 4 turns, which is awesome. And then the fact too that Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the middle slot is giving damage reduction as well, so we don't have to worry dealing with damage whatsoever. And then here, since my Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta got stuck in the middle in the first slot, it is perfect because of the fact that he has to build up. Well, I want him to build up the parts of his kit, which I think he gets increased attack and power, and he launched an additional super attack with which I mean I should probably read off the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta details since we're already here, and I actually was planning on doing that before even starting this video. But anyways, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta GT Heroes category Ki +4 to HP attack and defense 120%, which pretty damn good. And then his 12k super attack, raise attack for one turn, and then a great chance of further greatly raising attack for one turn. I wish he nullified this, dude, but he cannot because it's not a key based super attack. But anyways, and then causes damage to enemy, and then his 18 key super attack, Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha, greatly raise attack for 4 turns, and great chance of further massively raising attack for one turn, which is freaking insane, dude. And then anyways, activates the instant animations when there are 2 or more GT Heroes category allies are on the team. And then, the effects are once only, launch an additional super attack and all attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. And then right here, once only, super class allies Ki +3 and defense +70% for 4 turns, which is awesome. And then his basic effects, Ki +3 and attack and defense +200%, receives an additional Ki +1 per keys obtained. Attacks are effective against all types, high chance of forming critical hit. Oh, that's why you definitely don't want to put any crit, because you already have effective against all types already on this guy. Got you. And then guards all attacks, damage reduction rate +50%, and then launch an additional super attack, which is, dude, the last 2 freaking guards all attacks and damage reduction rate +50% is already awesome in itself right there. And then when attacking, attack +200%. When receiving an attack, defense +200%. And then when receiving a super attack, defense +200% temporarily, which is amazing. There's not even a chance to increase your defense. It's just the moment you're receiving the super attack, boom, you got the defense 200% up already. And then when receiving a Ki Blast super attack right here, dude, there's great chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power, and then nullifies it and counters with tremendous power when HP 70% or less, which, I mean, like I said, doesn't really matter here because, it's not a key-based super attack. And then after receiving 3 or more attacks in battle, launch an additional super attack starting from the character's next attack in turn, which of course happened in the last slot for the last rotation for that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And then after that, after receiving 7 or more attacks in battle, Ki +4 and it performs a critical hit, which, that's what I was trying to build up for. But anyways, this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, and then, got the active skill for the LR AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and now we're getting the active skill off for this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which of course is definitely going to help us out since we are doing damage. And I honestly was scared that I thought I wasn't going to do any damage out towards this Omega Shenron, but thankfully we were able to. And then the one thing I didn't say beforehand is that, remember the super attack notification I was talking about? This dude right here, the fact, great chance of nullifying a super, dude, that came in clutch, dude. I was so glad that this guy came in the first slot, and then I think he locked him there, no? The fact that he locked him, I'm like, oh, don't worry, buddy. I was already thinking way ahead of you putting this guy in the first slot. So the fact that we got that nullification off means that, we don't have to worry about that super attack hitting us and stunning us, so we're getting more damage here. And then, just like that, we're going to be doing massive amount of damage towards Omega Shenron for this rotation. The fact that, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then, I mean, it would have been nice to get the extra attack power from freaking Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because, right, he gives out, his 18 key super attack, he stacks attack and defense, causes mega class damage to enemy, and then he raises allies attack and defense by 44% for 2 turns. But I wish I could have got that out beforehand, but you know what, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Hey, the more important thing is the fact that we got the nullification of the super attack, and we were able to counter it, dude, obviously because of his build, which is freaking awesome, dude. But yeah, other than that, you see, look, AGL LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku just gonna do more damage. I think he gets an additional super attack here. Yeah, oh my god, dude. Yeah, this guy is toast, dude. The next rotation, of course, we have numbers amount of active skills, but I'm pretty sure you guys can already tell what active skill I want to end this fight off with. So, of course, after, all of this BS that the Omega Shenron is going to do, which is pointless because, we're practically indestructible at this point. Yeah, he's just going to be attacked and, this is your end, Omega Shenron. So let's go see the active skill animations here. Oh, look, all 3 of them are going to be activated. But yeah, let's go see the animations together. Such an awesome KO screen, man. Holy hell. I love even though obviously it belonged to Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Harudagar movie. Hey man, I don't care. I don't care, bro. That is just an amazing thing to see it as a KO screen. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I already got freaking stage 4 completed for all 3 difficulties, and I have them recorded and hopefully have them like scheduled up for them to go live. But yeah, anyways, that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out, everyone.